Hi everybody and welcome to a Christmas baking video. Oh my gosh, this recipe you are going to love. It is simple, easy, and you can make ahead, and it makes the perfect Christmas treat or Christmas gift. This is a very decadent rocky road. Full list of ingredients will be in the description below. So, first things first, all you will need for this recipe is some dark and milk chocolate. Like I said, measurements will be down below. It's best to use good quality dark chocolate because this makes it really taste so much better than bought store Rocky Road. You will also need some marshmallows. These ones are just the little mini ones that you can get. They're super affordable and yummy. You'll also need ginger nuts. Now I just went for my standard budget ginger nuts. You can use whatever sort you like. Yeah, like I said, just go with whatever you want. You will also need some butter. You will also need some sort of variation of nuts. Brazil nuts are the best, but I didn't have quite enough Brazil nuts, so I did add in a few pecans and these still went down a treat. Some cherries as well, but you could use all sorts of different flavors if you want to, but I just went for these cherries, glazed cherries, and some golden syrup. So this is very sweet, very decadent, definitely a treat over the Christmas season. So all I'm doing is cutting up the chocolate. This can be quite a tedious task, and I just suggest just cutting it up as fast as you can. It actually kind of hurt me cutting all that chocolate up, and it's very hard not to have a little taste tester as well. Also, cutting up your nuts. I found out the second time round I made this, you don't actually need to cut them up. You can just pop them into a blender or a food processor if you want to, but if you don't have one, then that's okay. This is cool because you don't actually need a mixer if you don't have one. You can just bash the ginger nuts in a bag or something, you know, with a rolling pin or whatever. But I just use my little food processor just to process up the ginger nuts. And you don't want them to be fine, you kind of want a few chunks, so people do get a few chunks of ginger when they take a bite out of this decadent rocky road. So I'm just giving that a quick blitz, and you'll be able to see soon that there's still like some good amount of chunks in there. I'll probably have to do it a little bit longer. You want like good amount of chunks, but not big enough to the point where you could have eaten the ginger nut itself. So this is probably the best consistency. So to a pot, it's pretty much all you have to do is use one pot. It's so simple. You just want to melt off your butter, then you want to add in your golden syrup, and you want that to kind of mix in together. And then you want to add in your chocolates, both of the chocolates. You want to mix this through till it's just melted, but you don't want to leave it on the heat. So once this is all kind of like melted down, take it off the heat or turn off your heat and just let it melt down with the heat from the actual element, because otherwise you're going to burn that chocolate. It's going to be gross as. So as you can see, I've turned down the heat or turned off the heat, and I'm just mixing that last little bit up until it's quite a smooth consistency. Next, we're just adding in our ingredients. Now, I recommend working really fast when it comes to this point because you don't want the marshmallows and stuff to all melt. So I'm just adding all the ingredients, the ginger nuts, the cherries, what else are we adding? Oh yeah, and obviously the marshmallows. Yeah, like I said, with heat, marshmallows tend to kind of melt, so you want to act really fast with this bit by just mixing all the ingredients together and then quickly popping it into your desired pan or cake tin and then popping into the fridge / freezer, depending on how fast you really want to eat it. I suggest making this the night before if you've got like an event to go to, or you've got some gifts, you want to use it as gifts. Spread it out as far as you can, and then voila, you are done. Just for decorating purposes, I did put a bit of icing sugar on it, but it is not needed. This is absolutely delicious, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I do hope you try out this easy and simple Rocky Road treat soon. Thanks, guys.